Welcome to the 2023 River States Conference Golf Media Day. The Oakland City University men's and women's golf teams enter the spring half of the season after a strong start during the fall semester. The men's team finished inside the top three in every regular season tournament they played, capping off the semester with a runner-up finish in the NCCAA Regional, leading to a 7th place finish at the NCCAA National Championship. The Oaks carded a 305 in the final round, the second best team score on the day and 6th lowest over the 3-day tournament. The OCU men were led at the NCCAA National Championship held at Hammock Beach Resort in Palm Coast, Florida, by freshman Kyle Honer, who placed 11th individually, missing the All-American team by a single stroke. With a lineup featuring 4 freshmen and a sophomore who each played in the top 5 at some point during the fall, along with senior anchor Noah Onyet, the Mighty Oaks are looking for a strong spring semester and will look to improve on their 3rd place finish from the River States Conference Fall Preview. The women's team won the National Christian College Athletic Association Regional Championship to qualify for the national tournament for the 9th time in the last 10 years. 5th-year senior Hallie Hinton took medalist honors in the regional, outlasting freshman teammate Tanisha Downer by a single shot. The team finished the fall season with a 3rd place showing at the national tournament, also held at Hammock Beach Resort, tying the best finish in school history. Downer had the highest individual finish, placing 11th overall after a final round 77, 2 shots away from the All-America team. Maria Emilia, a freshman from Argentina, joins the team for the 2nd semester, adding to a core group of both experienced and young players. With 5th-year senior Hallie Hinton, senior Dixie Short, sophomores Emily DeGuire and Avon Davis, and freshman Tanisha Downer, the Oaks are hoping to improve on their 6th place finish in the RSC Fall Preview. Both men's and women's teams recorded a hole-in-one during tournament play in the same semester for the first time in OCU history this fall, as freshman Jack Dolan made his ace on the 3rd hole in the 2nd round of the Atomic City Classic on October 18th, followed by sophomore Emily DeGuire, who aced the 4th hole in the 1st round of the NCCAA Championship. We are joined today by Oakland City University head coach Tyler Toops in his first season, as well as seniors Noah Onyet and Dixie Short. What are you looking forward to the most as the season begins?
I'm looking forward to getting back out on the course with the guys for my very last season. We always have a fun time while we're out there, and spending time with them is always fun. Coach Toops makes it fun, so I'm sure we're all looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to all the returners and all of the newcomers coming in, because I feel like we're going to be a very good team because we have a very good team dynamic going on right now. And yeah, we're just ready to get back out on the course.
How has the preseason gone so far?
The preseason has went all right so far. The weather isn't very good right now, so we haven't been able to get out much, but we've set up hitting times in the morning and we are continuing our workouts, so we are all staying fit, and once the weather comes around, we'll get outside.
Preseason has been going good. The weather is not in our favor, but we have been able to, go indoors and hit. We do have a new first year coming in, and it's been nice because we got to actually bond with her and meet her, so it's been good.
Who are some returning players you are expecting to be leaders this season?
Returners will lead the team. I have 2 of them sitting next to me, Noah Onyet for the men and Dixie Short for the women. Noah's been a really, really good player since he's been here for 4 years, so we're looking to him, like we have been over the last couple of years, to come out, be a leader on the team, show the new guys kind of the role, to be the leader for the future when they move up and eventually take that role. But right now, Noah's going to lead us on the course, hopefully, and on the vans and with the other guys. And then Dixie Short for the women. She's played here for now 4 years and going to be 5 next year when she continues her schooling to get her master's. Dixie's always a fun time on the course, and she keeps it very, very light, so that's good for the girls sometimes when they get in their own head and things are going downhill. Sometimes you'll see Dixie a couple fairways over and she'll be smiling and waving, and she'll pick you right back up, so that's what we're looking for Dixie.
What are your expectations for the season?
There's a long list of expectations that I have, but 2 to keep them short would be 1 to win our conference, and 2, get a little more playing time under the new guys' belts, so they're ready for seasons to come, and they're prepared to go forth. So they've been through a fall season and a spring season, and they'll know what to look forward to seasons come.
Some of my expectations are, one is to win, and also do well in our conference tournament we have, and also to keep the community that we've been having for these past few years. I think that'll be really good for us, and just staying consistent with our scores and shooting low.
Who are some newcomers you're expecting to make an impact?
Some of the newcomers that we're expecting to make an impact would be Kyle, which played a lot of our number one this past year. So he has already made an impact. I hope he continues to grow his game. He's been working real hard this offseason. Jack as well. They're both from Ireland, Jack and Kyle both. Jack's been working real hard. He wasn't eligible the first couple because of some paperwork that didn't get filed correctly, but when he came into it, he immediately hopped in our top 5 and helped us throughout the tournaments. And so we're looking forward to him to keep those numbers going down and trending in the right direction. Trevin as well. Trevin, also a freshman, young, hoping to get more dialed in sometimes. He can get in his head a little bit, but he's still young, so he's got plenty of time to figure that out. But hits the ball a mile. He can play the game of golf extremely well, so we're hoping that he continues to play at a really, really high level. Cole's one of those guys that kind of fell in and out sometimes of the 5 or 6 that we got to take. We're hoping that Cole can stay more consistent this second semester. Toward the end of the last semester, he became much more consistent. So hopefully this winter, when he's put in some work, got a little stronger, he'll be able to keep the ball and play a little more and get those scores down like we expect him to. Ethan is another one. Ethan's been putting in a ton of work. He's got a very nice swing. We're looking for Ethan to continue to put the work in that he's been putting in and keep those numbers going down, just like the rest of them. Ethan's in a little bit different boat. He didn't get a whole lot of time to play in our top 5 or 6, but we know that he's been working hard, and we expect him to be able to continue to get better and hopefully sneak in that top 5, 6, or 7 that we're taking these tournaments and get him some varsity playing time for college finally. On the women's side, Tanisha Downer came in and took over this last semester, and hopefully she continues that this semester. Being a freshman, going to nationals and playing really, really well. Just missing the top 5 or 6 to get an award at the nationals was big for her. She's got a golf game that's really unique. She plays very level-headed. She can scramble with the best of them. So with her being a freshman and already playing very, very well, we expect her to keep going and continue to get better and be able to be a really, really good player for us the next couple of years. Maria came in at semester, so she hasn't got to play for Oakland City yet, but we're really, really excited to see her. We've got to see her practice a little bit, and we've got to see her put some work in, and she's a workhorse. She's excited to keep working, and she can strike the ball from very, very, very well from what we've been able to see so far, so we're excited to see everybody.
What are a few things you need to do as a team each day to be successful this year?
A few things that we need to do every single time is consistently strike the ball well, keep it in play, and limit our putts to 2 putts. 3 and 4 putts are really a downfall for our team. That makes our scores add up. And another thing is keep level heads. We tend to get angry at ourselves, and then that'll just throw your golf game all around the place, and you'll never finish happy.
I would say that staying more consistent is very important, and also limiting our 3 and 4 putts. And then also I would say keeping up, like being confident, because I feel like a lot of times, especially on the girls' side, we lack confidence, and we are a good team. It's just sometimes we get in our heads, and I just think if we stay more confident in knowing like we are a good team, we can shoot low, it'll bring our scores down and our tournament times will be better.
What is it about the River States Conference that makes it tough?
One thing about the River States Conference that makes it tough is all the teams are very determined, we play a lot of them throughout the season, but we have one main River States Conference championship where we all combine and play each other. So throughout the season, we get a good view on how they play and who their best players are and who to watch out for. But when we all come together, we never focus on the other teams. We just focus on ourselves, and we try to win.
I would say that having like the one tournament where we play at once, some of the schools we don't get to see throughout the season, so that can make it a little difficult because we don't really know how they're shooting. We can only base off their scores that we see online. I would also say a lot of the schools, some of them are a little bigger than others, so especially with girls golf, it's hard to find girl golfers. So a lot of schools may have a lot more on their roster, so they may have some more to pick from. And since some schools are smaller, it may be harder to have a bigger team. So I would say those are the two main things, especially on the girls' side.
I know the competition in the River States Conference has been tough for a while now. The guys ended up being third in the preview. For the girls, I think we ended up right in the middle, which is still very, very good. So I think what makes it so tough is that we're new, and they've been seeing each other for years now, and we're just kind of the new dog on the block. And so we're just kind of working our way, trying to get better every year and keep pushing for that top spot so we can make it to nationals.
How do you see the conference shaping up this year?
How I see it shaping up is kind of how I hope it shapes up. I see the guys making a push for that top spot this year. They've got comfortable, like I said before in the preview. We had Kyle, who was in the top group, and then our guys were not too far behind, and so we ended up third. So I see them making a push for that number one spot, being able to play well for 3 days in a row, and then when it comes down to that last round, being able to stay consistent like we've been working on all winter. So hopefully the work pays off. For the girls, I also see them making a push for if not the top spot, top three, hopefully. I know we weren't too far out of being third, which was kind of our goal going into it, was being in the top three like the guys were. So I know if we can stay calm and consistent, I know we have a good shot at making that top three like we want, and I wouldn't put it out of our reach to make us run for the top spot or second overall either.
Thank you for joining the River States Conference Golf Media Day 2023. Be sure to follow all the exciting action this season on riverstatesconference.com and GoMightyOaks.com.